Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reed, and welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to be reading some I Don't Work Here Lady stories, so sit your hiney down, relax, and enjoy the ride. Old woman thinks I am a parking lot guard. Gets angry I don't help her get parked. This just happened, and it may not be as interesting as other stories. English is not my first language, so forgive any grammar mistakes and lack of proper words to describe the crap I just witnessed. A little bit of context. I'm Mexican and living in Mexico. Here, supermarkets have what we call vienes, translated to comes, lol, which is a person that guides you to park, and nothing else really. They tend to ask for a coin in exchange for that. And on to the story. I'm at the supermarket parking lot, waiting beneath a tree. I don't want my produce to get sunblasted for my Uber driver to arrive so I can go home. I was minding my own business when this older lady, OL, in a Honda arrives, parks in front of where I'm sitting, and doesn't measure her car's front, so she scrapes it with the sidewalk. The awful sound catches my attention, and I turn to look at her. I hear some mumbled screaming while she backs up. She rolls her windows down and shouts the following. "You weren't paying attention to how I parked, were you?" "No." "With that attitude, you won't get any coins from other customers. How can you be so dumb?" "Why would I get coins from customers?" At this point, I knew she mistook me for a VNA, and I was having none of her BS attitude. "You younger generations are so rude. Bring me the parking lot manager," which I'm 70% sure doesn't actually exist in this supermarket, but okay. No, go get him yourself." "You are terrible. You will have to pay for the scratches repair." At this point, the actual VNA comes. He is an old man with one of those glow-in-the-dark vests. He asks the old lady why is she so angry, and she realizes I'm not a VNA. But as the entitled boomer she is not backing up. "She didn't tell me when to stop, and now I scraped my car. I want compensation for it." "Lady, please, you know that's not how any of this works." VNA. "Danito, please, look, nothing happened to the car." "Unbelievable. Younger generations are the doom of humanity, knowing no respect. You wait here, I'll get a manager." And off she went into the store. My Uber arrives in 2 minutes, and I'll be long gone before she comes back. I just hope the VNA doesn't get reprimanded for a boomer's lunacy. Final note, many fellow Mexicans may argue that being a VNA is not a real job, and while I agree, I believe the story fits the sub. Dang, roasting the VNAs out there? That's messed up, OP. I don't work here, and I'm not on house arrest. K for Karen, me for me. This happened when I was 16, so I didn't have a job yet. I've always been fairly tall, so I looked like I could have been in my early 20s. I needed some new Sharpies, so I decided to walk to the store. Pretty simple, right? I had injured an ankle a couple of days ago, so I was wearing an ankle brace. Keep that in mind. So, the employees at the store I go to wear navy blue shirts and black pants. I was wearing a light blue sweater and some loose black jeans along with my ankle brace. I had rolled up the legs of my pants, so my ankle brace was in full view. Now, I go to the store and I'm looking at the markers they have when I hear someone clear their throat behind me. I turn around and it's a middle-aged lady with bleach blonde hair, and I want to see the manager haircut and neon-colored clothes that hurt my eyes. I smile and ask her if I can help with anything. "Do you need anything? Where is the insert random product name?" "Oh, sorry, I don't know, but I'm sure an employee can help you." Dumb kids these days, where is it? And why can't you just do your job and help paying customers?" Well, I don't work here, sorry." "Whatever, you're just trying to get out of work." Now the Karen looks down and sees my ankle brace. Her eyes widen and she spits in my face. "Why are you even at the store? You're on house arrest." What? The Karen gestures to my ankle brace. I'm almost laughing at this point. I wouldn't be laughing if someone spit in my face. From her sheer stupidity. "Lady, that's an ankle brace. I hurt my ankle a couple days ago." "Liar! I'm calling the police." "Whatever, lady." I grab some acrylic paint and a pack of Sharpies, leave, and walk home. "Why you walking with your ankle brace? Who thinks an ankle brace looks like an ankle monitor? And who is almost laughing after getting spit in the face? I'm mad. I'm real mad here." Chased down by Crazy Karen. I went to Walmart for a couple quick items and thought I was dressed pretty normal. I'm a goth, so I wear mostly black. This day, I was wearing a black pin skirt and a black tank top with a black cover-up over it. I headed towards the dish soap area when I heard the familiar sound of a wild Karen. So we got me, Karen, employee and store manager. Karen, excuse me, ma'am. Me looks around to see who she was talking to. Yes, you, hello. She stomps her foot at me. Me? Yes, hi, I'm trying to find this product. I'm still confused on what was happening. So, can you help me or not? She rolled her eyes like I was being unreasonable. Employee. Hello, ma'am, I can help. No, it's fine, I already have help. Ma'am, I don't work here. Why are you dressed like that? Now, I look at the employee and myself, trying to see how similar we were dressed. The employee was wearing a black shirt with black jeans and that bright blue vest. Okay, so are you going to help? No, I don't work here. Karen is visibly getting annoyed at this point. Ma'am, I'm trying to help you. She is a customer, so how can I help you? Get your manager right now. Still directed to me. At this point, I was uncomfortable and wanting to leave, so I started to walk away. Hey! Hey! I heard steps rushing behind me. Hey, I'm going to tell your manager about your horrible customer service. Excuse me? You need to stay here. What's your name? Me, a little ticked now. None of your business, lady. I started walking back to the registers to check out. Hey, you better stay here. You're afraid of getting in trouble, aren't you? Get back here. I chose to ignore her and continued walking. I could hear her chasing after me, so I turned to see her running down the aisles and this poor employee running after her, so I stopped walking. Thank you. Store manager, now coming from the other side of the aisle. This employee right here was rude, refused to help me, and then tried to run away. I tried to explain. Karen holds up hand. I am talking G's. Store manager. Okay, ma'am, this employee right here? Store manager gestures towards the employee. No, her, and points at me. Look, I'm just wanting to buy some crap and leave. Ma'am, she doesn't work here. Well, she should have said so. Me and the employee just look at each other and sigh. Store manager apologized to me and took over with the Karen. She should have said so. Like, yeah, OP did say something. Are you deaf? Come on. Ugh. Karens will be Karens. I don't work here, lady. Oh, I'm hired? A few years back, I took some time out of work to travel through South America with my wife. We were traveling on a budget, so we were staying at a reasonably cheap hotel in Santiago, Chile. This is relevant because they had a very loose dress code. There were no uniforms and the staff dressed in a very casual manner. So one day I was talking with the front desk guy when he got a double check-in to handle. Some of the guests were checking in to the same shared bedroom I was sleeping in. So I helped the front desk guy and took them up to their bedroom and did a small tour of the buildings. On my way back to the front desk, this random lady stops me. Lady, are you busy right now? Me, not really, why? We're getting some supplies delivered in about 20 minutes. Can you please receive them and sign for the order? I'm sorry, I think you're a bit confused. I don't work here. Oh, really? I thought you were a new guy. I saw you showing the place around to those guests. Yeah, they're staying at the same room I'm at. There was a double check-in and I offered to help out the front desk guy. Oh, that's nice of you. So did you like the city? Are you staying here for the long term? Yeah, it's pretty nice and there's a lot to explore. I'm traveling with my wife and we're thinking about staying here for some time. That's nice. Would you like to work here? I actually own this place with my husband and we're understaffed for summer season. We could use some help. Okay, I guess I work here then? Turns out she really owned the place. I know that this story doesn't have the same cathartic ending as some other stories here, but it is the one I don't work here lady story I have. I ended up working at her hotel for about 5 months and it all started with a pretty innocent mistake. Yo, that's awesome. OP just landed a job just for being a nice dude? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if I've read any I don't work here lady stories like this. Now, I'm going to really quickly preface this, doesn't everyone? I used to work retail. I worked for a chain grocery store from the Midwest, then a blue home improvement store, then a coffee shop chain, pick one of the two mostly popular in America. I worked in both for a time, so I have had my fair share of retail experience. I have had some bad customers and some good ones, But now that I have graduated college and am working in my career field of choice, I teach, I am happy to say I do not miss retail. I still go out of my way to treat the workers politely, even if I'm having a really bad day. They didn't ask to be the target of anyone's wrath. No one gets paid enough for that. On that note, yesterday I was having a terrible day. You know the kind. You sleep through your alarm, or you get stuck in traffic, or someone at work pushed your buttons a little too far, or if you're a lady, that time started and you don't have any ibuprofen in your purse. Basically, picture yourself after a bad day where you question every single one of your life choices and contemplate fleeing into Iceland and marrying a sheep farmer because why? But I needed to go grocery shopping after work. I try to do my shopping during the week simply because there are less people, and if you choose your day just right, it could be restock day or the day after so that the shelves aren't empty or items aren't already sold out. So I thought I could just go to Walmart and grab some things that I needed: door stoppers, lunches for work, shampoo, Advil, cereal, and milk. And to hopefully slip away before the evening rush hit from desperate people who are coming off of work themselves, people who need milk or whatever. So here I am, in my work uniform, black pants, dark blue blouse, and with my lanyard from work around my neck and my jacket. It's a simple one with some keys, my ID, and it's blue because that was one of our school colors. I know, I really should have removed it when I went shopping, but sometimes I forget that I even have it on. I'm just so used to it being there. I was in a really bad mood because it was one of those days, and I was just not going to have anyone's BS. Too bad no one warned Karen. I was in the frozen section digging through the vegetable steamers so that I can have some lunches for the next week or so, and trying to find ones that I liked. This Walmart, for whatever reason, just throws the bags in there, so it's more like digging through and praying they have the steamers you like. I finally found a few of them and threw them in my cart when I heard it. The dreaded Knowing stories from this sub, I instantly go into defense mode and instead of turning, just look at this person over my shoulder, hoping that would deter them. Enter Karen. I'm guessing in her 50s or 60s, short hair. Why am I describing her? You know who this simpleton is. Can I get in there? I need my rice. Me, foolishly thinking she was just being her version of polite and wanting to dig through Steamer Mountain. Oh, sure. I move my cart and my steamers aside and continue browsing the frozen meals. I see her digging through the mountain and silently wish her luck. I continue on when I suddenly hear the sound of heels stomping into concrete and two sharp jabs at the back of my shoulder. I turn more this time and look at her. Yes? Don't you have any more rice with vegetables, and why wasn't it organized? How should I know? The workers here never do that. You should know because they are your workers. Honestly, the integrity of some people. I don't. Karen, as if I'm not even there. And what about the ones in your cart? Are they expired or something? She actually moves to my cart, which has my purse and the kid seat, and starts sifting through what groceries I do have. These are the ones I was looking for. You can't set them aside for yourself. Customers come first. Me, holding back annoyance. Ma'am, those are mine, and get me the store manager. I cannot believe you deliberately hide things from... Hey, if you would take a second to stop and listen, you would hear what I'm trying to say. I gestured to myself. I am not in any way in a Walmart uniform. I see her open her mouth, but I cut her off, grabbing my lanyard and holding it up. This is not a name badge for Walmart. This is my ID for my actual job. See? So I'm going to ask you one time to put my groceries down and leave me alone. Karen, throwing my groceries down and actually grabbing my cart, clearly scrambling for what she thinks is dignity. I didn't know, you little idiot. You millennials are all the same, so rude and entitled. Me? Nope, not today. I'm not putting up with this today. Super Saiyan mode activated. I cannot believe you would be rude and then try to turn it around on me when I'm defending myself from you. She goes to probably shriek at me, but I hold my hand up. No, I am not done talking. Just because you don't happen to work retail doesn't mean you can come in here and scream at a random person or go through their carts. The employees work hard to support families or put themselves through school and have to put up with people like you. You are the one who was in the wrong but can't admit it. And you are the one that is being rude. I yank my cart from her grasp, ignoring her trying to yell back at me, but I just don't care at this point. I forgo the rest of my list and turn around, leaving the aisle. I wasn't really in the mood to finish my shopping after that, so I paid for what was in my cart and left without further incident. I'll just have to go tonight or early in the morning on the weekend. I know I didn't conduct myself very well, but I just was already in a bad mood and I was not going to put up with a Karen. I would have honestly let it go if she didn't keep trying to blame me or bring age into it. Also, I know it's not as exciting as some stories on this subreddit, given that I didn't see her name and no one else got involved, but still holding the spirit. Honestly though, anyone needs to work retail or be waitstaff at least once just to get some respect for the people that do. OP, have no fear, because the end of the story got me excited. So, this is one of the exciting ones on this subreddit, and don't you doubt yourself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the stories we have for today. If you liked what you heard, subscribe for more content like this daily. Thanks so much for listening, and have the most amazing day. Bye!